In a stunning shift that sending shockwaves through social media landscape, Meta has just announced it's ditching the entire fact-checking apparatus. But here's why you should care about what's happened next. Mark Zuckerberg is scrapping the company's third-party fact-checking program in favor of a community-driven approach similar to X, formerly Twitter, marking Meta's biggest overall content moderation in recent memory. What's driving this systematic change? The re-election of Donald Trump appears to have triggered what Zuckerberg calls a cultural tipping point toward prioritizing free speech over traditional moderation. The the move has sparked intense debate, with tech experts applauding the decision as a victory for free speech, while others worry about the spread of misinformation. Oh, let's look at this video real quick of him
Hey everyone,
just
I
talking
want to talk
about it.
about something important today because it's time to get back to our roots around free expression on Facebook and Instagram. I started building social media to give people a voice. I gave a speech at Georgetown 5 years ago about the importance of protecting free expression, and I still believe this today. But a lot has happened over the last several years. There's been widespread debate about potential harms from online content. Governments and legacy media have pushed to censor more and more. A lot of this is clearly political, but there's also a lot of legitimately bad stuff out there. Drugs, terrorism, child exploitation. These are things that we take very seriously, and I want to make sure that we handle responsibly. So we built a lot of complex systems to moderate content. But the problem with complex systems is they make mistakes. Even if they accidentally censor just 1% of posts, that's millions of people. And we've reached a point where it's just too many mistakes and too much censorship. The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression
On our platform. But here's the twist: Meta will still have to navigate stricter content regulations in Europe, creating a fascinating experiment in how one platform might operate under two different sets of rules. Will this approach revolutionize how we consume information online, or are we witnessing the beginning of a Wild West era in social media? I call cap bullshit. Appreciate you having on your platform, but bullshit, Mark Zuckerberg. You're a damn liar. You're part of the 1%. You got billions of dollars. You don't give a damn about anyone. If you really cared about that, take the porn, the kitty porn off of these websites, Instagram. Go fucking shut those down. And you're shutting down political views, and you're talking about free speech, and you're saying free speech is what your moral, going back to your moral values, whatever, bro. What the hell? So you're being pressured by politicians that you said that you weren't censoring a lot of people, but yet you are censoring because you're basically prioritizing free speech now. You know, I have a lot to say, bro. Go ahead.
I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
What do you think about the fact checking program? Getting that shit out.
I mean, I never really had an issue with the fact checking program because a lot of it would just like I know on Twitter when somebody makes a comment, like I don't know if you both of you guys are on Twitter, but if somebody says something that's like obviously wrong, like to the point where you can go Google it and know that they're wrong, they'll put on the thing like, "Oh, this information is incorrect," da 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 da, and they'll put up. I never really had an issue with that because some people just, like I said, we're in an age with social media. Let me just put it this way: when you went to school, would you listen to every single person in that school and take what their word as law? Like, oh, you just walked up to everybody like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about, and you know these people and you know they don't know what they're talking about. Now put millions and millions of people on the internet. These people still exist. And just
So much.
because they say it on the internet don't mean you should believe it. You know what I mean? So whatever. Hey, at the end of the day, they could take it away. You as a person need to do your own research If you are gullible enough to believe everything you read, that's your fault at the end of the day. Fact
Correct.
checks or not, you need to do your own research. And if you too lazy to do that, well, you too lazy to be knowledgeable.
Yes,
It is what it
there's a
is.
lot of stupid people out there. Okay, they just read the headlines and go with it and not go further down, or like they stick with the talking point for like a week or so, and then couple days when more information comes out, they're still stuck on the same narrative.
It's and honestly, it's really the same now. Like being on all social media platforms, there's been plenty of times where I've read just something just blatantly wrong, and millions of people ran with it and were wrong as hell. I didn't really stop that with all the fact checking things anyway, so I really don't think it matters. If you don't care to educate yourself, then you don't care to educate yourself. Everybody needs to watch that movie. I forget what it's called. I think it's called hold on. Let me look, cuz this movie is what's happening in real life. I promise you it is.
Is it new?
Nah, it's an old movie actually.
Is it 1984? George Orwell's. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. I watched a snippet of it and I was just like,
It
wow.
came out. Watch the movie Idiocracy. It came out in
Ooh,
2006. Idiocracy.
bro.
That's what's happening to the world. Everybody is just does not have the attention span to, you know what I
Yes.
mean?
You see what they were wearing? Their shoes?
Idiocracy, y'all. Watch that movie. Yeah,
You
that
saw their
is
shoes, bro?
that is truly what is happening in today's world. We're not too far from it. People don't care to do research anymore. They don't care to educate themselves. We're getting there. People think that these movies just be movies, but after watching it, it's a funny movie, but it's most likely gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People don't care to they don't care anymore. They don't care. And if it's not less than 30 seconds, they don't want to watch it. 30 seconds is being generous, honestly.
Fucking 3 seconds, yo. That's the max. 3 seconds, and then someone moves on to it.
We're getting there, so we'll see how it goes. But